And finally, don't forget to wishlist Monster Hunter Wilds, the latest title in the Monster Hunter series.
In frame. Hey!
Welcome to
I got my Capcom blue
Summer
shirt on.
2024. Today we'll be giving updates on 3 titles. Dead Rising is back from the dead with a deluxe remaster. Check out this and other games from Capcom this summer.
Let me show them some fancy action now.
We'd like to tell you about this title.
Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, baby. It looks amazing. Tactical element there. Excuse me while I whip
Path
this
of the
out.
Goddess will launch on July 19th, 2024. We're excited for you to immerse yourself in the unique Japanese-inspired setting. The innovative gameplay combines elements of both action and strategy games.
Reminds me of folklore. Huh? You getting folklore
Kunitsu-Gami,
vibes?
Path of the Goddess,
With an
is
Asian
set
kind
on
of
Mount Kafuku,
aesthetic?
which has been covered by defilement. When the
covered
sun
by
sets, a
defilement.
sinister seed emerge to attack the mountain. During the day, you'll explore the villages. Help fix the
giving me
broken
folklore
contraptions and
vibes.
purify the villagers.
Yeah, just like in folklore.
Then you'll be able to give the villagers roles and choose where to place them. It's critical to use your daylight time wisely.
It's critical.
The game will test
It's
the player's
nighttime, it's
decision-making
rough, bro.
abilities. During the night phase, the Seeth attack the villages. Fight with the protagonist So's graceful
my
sword
ceiling
attacks.
fan is up there
Issue commands
distracting
to the
you.
villagers, helping you to protect the maiden Yoshiro.
I want to protect the maiden and defile her. Protect her.
The player repeats this day-night cycle and purifies villages with Yoshiro to bring
Money
peace
in the
back
chat.
to the mountain. The Seeth attack the villages in many different forms. Getting help from the villagers is essential to make it through the wide array of challenges.
Okay!
Upgrade villager roles to give yourself more support.
You're being promoted.
You can freely
villager.
reset upgrades and redistribute them to other roles. Customize the roles however you want.
I like Kaiser.
You'll
rolls.
also be able to upgrade So
I like
as
hot
you play
cross
through the
buns.
game.
Wow. Visually,
Upgrade
it's beautiful.
attacks, unlock archery, and use skills to summon the villagers. There are a variety of elements that can be upgraded. Combine So's upgrades with abilities from Tsuba Guards and Mazo Talismans. Expand the strategies and actions the player can take. Work effectively with the villagers and guide Yoshiro as you purify the villages.
Purify me.
Next, take a look at this.
After you defile me. Take a look at this. I love that. That's so Capcom. Take a look at this. G is over there. Oh, okay. So yeah, you do build up the village. You have villagers come and help you exorcise demons, close gates. So it has an element of what's that Lovecraftian game?
The demo
Darkest
version will
Dungeon.
be available from today. You can play part of the main story in a demo version,
So
and there's no
Folklore,
limit on
Darkest
playtime
Dungeon.
or the number of times you can play. We're excited for you to
Just
experience this
disgorging these
unique combination of
abominations.
action and strategy. We also have a new announcement.
Oh. Okami! You gonna get that free with it?
To celebrate the demo version, Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess will have a collaboration with the 2006 action-adventure hit Okami. Collaboration costumes for the main character, So, and the maiden Yoshiro. There will be collaboration weapons, and we have collaboration music in the game as well. In order to celebrate the Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess demo,
man, that's awesome.
we're having a special festival. One of the themes of Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess is working with others to achieve a goal.
Which is very good. Video
If enough
games
players
teach very
work
good life
together
lessons.
and try the demo version, we will include the Okami collaboration items as a free title update on release day for everyone who purchases a copy of the game.
Nice.
For details, please see our website and social media
God,
accounts.
what happened to Konami, man? You know what I mean? We really need Konami back as well.
Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess is available for pre-order. The Mazo talismans for So and a mini art book are included as pre-order bonuses. Check out the demo version,
Walking
available
basket.
today.
It's like a salamander. It's pretty cool. Well, you can't fault the aesthetic. Oh, Game Pass, Xbox, Xbox One, Windows. Yeah, very nice.
Next up, a new look for some fan favorites.
Beauty.
Want the inside scoop on the recently revealed Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster? We've put together an exclusive top secret program full of undead mayhem. Join us as we sit down with key development team members from each title to
Top
unearth
secret
the
video
secrets of
game
Dead Rising
content.
and the new look for Resident Evil 7. First, take a look at the trailer.
We were captivated.
Say, buddy.
Say, buddy.
You mentioned something about research for a story.
Nobody says shit like that. That's why I love it. Like
Remember
the
that, man, 'cause the
American,
whole world's gonna
like
know
the
it in 3
American
days.
Japanese version of an American. Say, buddy. I love it. Never change, Japan.
What?
Never change.
Did you just say zombies?
Take a look out there. Those ain't zombies. What would you call them?
Oh shit! It's like fully revamped. Might as well be a new game. Yep, he's more mature.
Quick, move! Get over here!
Might as well be graphic. Might as well be. Oh, yep, here we go. Psychopath.
A customer!
P90. That's great. Pre-order now.
What you just
gonna be
witnessed is the
digital
newly
only?
released trailer for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. You may be thinking, that looks like a full-on remake.
Yeah.
We had the same thought, so we spoke with 3 key staff to get to the bottom of this deluxe remaster. We began our investigation with director Ryosuke Murai.
I was gonna say it looks so good. It might as
Well,
be a
actually,
remake.
it wouldn't be an exaggeration to call this game a remake, considering the work we put into it. Before we could even ask a question, Murai was giving us the inside scoop about the game. The first thing you'll notice is the improved graphics.
Yeah, like way.
The new specs allow the game to
Way
run at
improved,
4K
bro.
60 FPS.
Nice.
We've also made quite a few quality of life
60K,
improvements, like the
or, I'm
ability
sorry,
to
60
move while
frames.
aiming,
Perfect.
as well as other adjustments to make controlling Frank more intuitive.
Oh, look at that.
Thanks to
might
popular
as well be a
demand,
remake.
we've
It's a
added
new
an
game.
autosave feature and
That's what I hope
fine-tuned the
is gonna
user
happen with the
interface.
thing. I hope it's gonna be.
The game
Closer to
will
a
be fully
remake than a
voiced in
remaster.
9 languages, with text in 14, giving more players around the world a chance to enjoy characters' dialogue.
Excellent.
We've also made some improvements to NPC behavior that we hope will make surviving the zombie apocalypse with all the colorful characters that much more enjoyable. That sounds like a complete overhaul. It makes me wonder if the game's main concept is still intact. If you've played the original, rest assured that its core remains unchanged in this deluxe remaster. We did our best to respect the direction of the original game.
Yeah, more
we kept the
deluxe
fundamental
remasters,
gameplay
please.
the same while improving upon the user experience. With this, we believe that both veterans and newcomers alike will be able to enjoy a fresh experience. Our goal was to ensure that today's players would experience the same shock players felt when the original game was released. We believe we accomplished this goal with Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. We hope that everyone will give it a try.
Wakarima Shita.
Unable to get any definitive answers out of director Murai, we gave art director Satoshi Takamatsu the third degree. It turns out he had ambitions of his own for this project. Because the original came out 18 years ago,
Yeah.
there were many limitations during
It
development.
looks good, but it's a little rough.
Thanks to nearly 2 decades of technological advancements,
yeah.
we were able to accomplish a lot that couldn't be done back then. For example, Resident Evil, Capcom's other zombie franchise, focused on quality over quantity. Dead Rising took a different approach. The goal was to pack as many zombies as possible
Yeah,
into
they
that
did.
huge shopping mall.
And it like never gets old.
This
bro.
meant each individual
And then
zombie
if
wasn't
you
as
just
polished
explore
as
every
we
once
would
in a
have
while,
liked.
you run
However,
into the psychopath.
this time around, we were able to focus on quality as well. As the art director, I couldn't be more pleased that we were able to apply high-end modeling and production to both the main character Frank and all of the
John Wayne
NPCs.
Gacy.
Of course, another critical aspect of Dead Rising that we have to address
Nice.
is the shopping mall
Yeah,
set.
it's a remake, dude.
In the original game, the Willamette Parkview Mall is made up of several areas, like Entrance Plaza and Paradise Plaza, each with its own unique characteristics. We've taken these designs and evolved them even further by adding real-time lighting and shadow effects,
Nice.
so that each location takes on a different appearance, depending on the time of day.
Nice.
That's how much detail we've put into this project.
Yeah, it's definitely a remake, dude. You call it whatever you want.
For character animations, we tried to limit unnecessary changes and use the original data as much as possible,
The original is
especially
cool
during
and it's
action
good. And
scenes.
graphically, it's
We
impressive.
could have
but
made them
it's,
more
for the
realistic
time.
with today's tools.
But like,
But we wanted to
it's pretty
preserve
chunky now.
the unique and comical movements that made the original Dead Rising so special.
当時のアニメーションが一番ベストだと思っておりましたので、今回はそういうふうな形をとっております。
Takamatsu was finally giving us the info we were looking for. However, we couldn't stop there. We had to know why this is called a deluxe remaster. To do that, we tracked down the game's producer and managed to get his account.
このデッドライジング
I think Dead Rising is a unique game with extremely tight game design, even by today's standards. However, we also knew the original game was released 18 years ago, and that improvements were needed to reach a modern audience. That's
Yeah,
why we
vehicles in
focused
this
on
game
improving
are a
playability,
riot.
in addition to overhauling the graphics. This game truly deserves the title of Deluxe Remaster. Its unique game design allows it to stand apart from other zombie games. It feels fresh even today. Morimoto took a moment to compose himself before divulging something terrifying.
ところでゾンビという
Here at Capcom, we're no strangers to zombies. But this game takes it to another level. With a wry smile on his face, Morimoto took out his phone and showed it to us. And there it was, Resident Evil 7, in a form we never imagined.
いよいよ
Capcom is thrilled to bring its third Resident Evil title to the iPhone 15 Pro and other Apple devices.
There you go. It's over,
The
baby.
game has been optimized greater than ever before
It's
to
over.
ensure the best possible RE experience. As with Resident Evil Village and RE4, using a controller like the DualSense
RE7.
or a mobile controller that attaches
frickin'
directly to the
phone,
phone
baby.
allows for a surprisingly comfortable gameplay experience.
Yep.
That being said, when playing on a mobile device without a controller, we felt the standard virtual controller just didn't cut it. So the development team took it upon themselves to optimize the touch controls for Resident Evil 7 on iOS. One of the biggest challenges we faced was implementing the auto fire feature. You can enable this setting so that your weapon fires automatically when aiming at an enemy, making it much easier to play without the use of peripherals. The early Resident Evil games also had auto-aiming. Despite the differences in specs, Morimoto wasn't willing to compromise on usability. With Apple's help, he was able to take on new challenges that prioritized the immersive experience. The menu, options, and inventory are now all touchscreen compatible, allowing for a more intuitive experience. The first part of the game is free to play. Resident Evil 7 is guaranteed to be frightful fun. If you have a compatible device, we highly recommend checking it out to see what you think. Since its release in 2017, Resident Evil 7 has sold 13 million copies.
Nice.
Now it's available in a new form on Apple devices.
Nice.
Up next, a confession
There
from
you go.
Koshi
It's over,
Nakanishi,
baby.
the director behind
your
the
console
classic.
is your phone.
Resident
Boom.
Evil was, well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. And legendary director Yoshinori Kawano discloses the secret origin of Dead Rising. I feel like Dead Rising is the classic zombie game. In the second half of the program, we'll learn previously untold stories about how the games were developed. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster will have an emergency digital launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam on September 19th.
Wow.
The Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered Digital Deluxe Edition will include additional costumes and mall background music, and will be available with the regular version on September 19th.
Wow.
Dead Rising fans shouldn't miss the Dead Rising Original Pack, included as a pre-order bonus. Pre-orders are available starting today.
Wow. Nice work, Capcom. On your phone, bro.
Welcome to the family, son.
It's over, bro. It's over, man. It's like, don't be worried about consoles anymore. You know, don't be worried about consoles anymore. You think Gen Z plays games on console, bro? Yeah, they do, but the majority is on phone. My daughter plays on phone constantly. That is crazy.
How did Capcom's two major zombie games, Dead Rising and Resident Evil 7, come to be made in the first place? We interviewed the directors of both titles to learn more about the games. First, we have Koshi Nakanishi, the distinguished director of Resident Evil 7. Follow along as he shares previously undisclosed information about the game's origin. When we first started development, Resident Evil was, well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. The action element had been expanded, and fans reacted much more negatively than expected. In the end, an RE game has to be scary. So we took another look at it. And the general consensus from fans of the series was that a Resident Evil game is one that should scare the hell out of you. That was the starting point for Resident Evil 7. I played Resident Evil from the beginning, and those early games were terrifying. I was excited to try and make Resident Evil 7 into a game that would live up to the RE name. The fear-inducing Resident Evil that Nakanishi was after had a major impact upon its release. But the course that he chose was far from the path of least resistance. In order to make a fear-focused Resident Evil, many elements of the game had to be re-evaluated from scratch. like the setting, characters, the game system. Anything that didn't induce fear had to change, and sometimes we threw the whole thing out. And in order to make it scarier, we decided to go with a first-person point of view. Up to that point, RE had been third-person perspective with the character on the screen. But when you're viewing the world from a safe distance behind a character, it's not as immersive and frightening. First person forces you to be up close and personal.
Yeah, that game is
And
terrifying.
that's exactly
It
what
truly
we're
is.
trying to accomplish.
It's truly a frightening
How did
game.
Kawano
It's genius,
perceive the
really.
target audience for this game? We weren't sure whether to target a casual or core audience. However, we trusted management's concepts and made what we thought would be fun. Kawano had a range of experience directing Mega Man Legends and Breath of Fire, and he was confident in this new genre. We wanted to put the main character somewhere that was overrun with zombies. Most games might ordinarily make their main character a cop or a soldier, a badass, decked out in gear, ready for the situation. But we thought going in that direction would dilute the madness
Yeah,
and
it's literally
unpredictability of the
improvisation.
zombie outbreak.
The entire game is improvisation.
So, we made him a journalist. We focused the story on him being trapped in a place full of zombies, trying to escape,
Yeah, this looks
and
good.
rescuing
I'm
survivors
very,
along the way.
I was a big
so that
fan
they
of the
can all
original and
make
the
it out
sequels.
together.
I didn't play Off the Record. I own it, but I didn't play
Kawano
it. But I
faced
played all
challenges
the other
during
ones.
development. It's clear, though, that he still has the same passion for the game. In terms of the narrative, there's a zombie outbreak. We wanted the player to encounter people trying to escape and others who have become a bit unhinged, making them feel like they're trapped in the outbreak.
Oh, wow.
On the development team, we all felt like it was a fun game, but others who saw the game were kind of taken aback. Some even asked whether it was
Psychopaths are
okay
good
to make
survivors,
a
though,
game that
right?
was so violent.
Wow.
For a second, we started to doubt ourselves. Such an innovative project was bound to grapple with internal friction. But Kawano had a trump card to play.
Uh-oh.
Fan
We got
expectations.
chat.
We previewed
Classic
it at a
Love
game
just
show
got here. What
and
did I
got
miss?
mobbed.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Players
Anything
loved
interesting? This
that you
message
could use
is
a parasol to kill
the
zombies
horrible,
or put
the
buckets
horrible
on their
madness.
heads. That's when I knew we'd done it.
A women's cleavage for points. Yeah, here you go.
I still can't say whether it was targeting core or casual players, but everyone loves
It's
zombies.
over, baby.
And being able to mess around with them in so many ways. I thought people in Japan and abroad would all like the game. However, RE4, a game without
Yes, I
zombies,
now
was
know you were
released the
there.
year before. Was Dead Rising trying to dethrone the RE franchise?
That's a good question. Is it streaming on the phone or are you downloading it?
I
More
think
than likely,
that makes
because it's
Dead
over the
Rising one of
cellular
the
network,
classics. Also,
you're
I
going to
think
stream it.
anything
You're going to
with
have a key.
zombies
You
needs
might
a
have
sense
some
of humor.
files on there, like a launcher, but it's got to be
The
cloud.
zombie outbreak
Oh,
is
shit.
a disaster. But I think you need to laugh too.
That is hilarious.
If there are laughs, you can have some
It's a great
tears
game.
as well.
Dead Rising is an awesome game. I've always
Resident
been a
Evil,
fan.
on the other hand,
It's just
is
kind of
cool.
a dead. It's just
the main
become kind of a
characters
dead
are very
franchise.
cool.
But now they're going to revise
Kawano's
it.
continued passion for the game was evident
Yeah.
from his intensity.
See, they basically did it on the Switch
Shinji Mikami
first,
made
and
the
then
Resident
from the
Evil
Switch,
games,
'cause
so of
the
course
Switch is
they have a
basically
sense
a
of humor.
cellular platform.
Giant
you know?
dolls appear and walk around. But I think we really filled Dead Rising with a ton of ridiculous stuff.
Much better graphic. That's what
If
I
you're
like.
looking for a
It's
clear
like
answer
they've
to that
taken the
question,
core
in
game
the context of this program,
and just made it
I think it's
like
fair
up
to say
date.
that Dead Rising
So
is
it's
the
a remake.
classic zombie
It is a
game.
remake because they're not. It's not in the
A
same.
lot of people played
It's
the
not in
game
the same
when it
language
first came out,
it was
but it
coded
wasn't
in.
the easiest to play.
You know, come on now. Okay, well,
Now
I got
that
you.
it's been made
I see
a
your
little more
comments.
accessible,
Ty
I'm
Lord,
excited
classic
for
modern.
those who didn't play
Thank
or
you,
couldn't
thank
finish
you.
to have another chance. Each
Those
of the
are two old
directors had
schoolers.
different
I love it.
experiences, but we like to salute
Old
both
school
for
gamers their
their
dropping on my
innovative
stream. Always,
contributions.
doors always open.
And finally, we managed to draw out an intriguing bit of information from director Nakanishi. We'll let him have the final comment. We're making a new Resident Evil. It was really difficult to figure out what to do after 7. But I found it. And to be honest, it feels substantial. I can't share any details just yet, but I hope you're excited for the day I can.
This man is serious. That man is serious business.
Here's a quick roundup.
So we get the remake of Dead Rising this September. This September is going to be an outrageous
Kunitsu-Gami
gaming
launches on
time.
July 19th,
It's going to be the best fourth quarter we've seen in a long time, man.
Next,
I'm telling you.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, which will be available for iPhone, iPad, and Mac. You can play the opening
it's over,
section
baby.
for free.
It's over, baby. It's consoles, baby.
And
Consoles
finally,
are still going to go strong for a while, but it's all going portable, bro. Your console is going to be your phone. Game Pass is going to be on the phone. You know, it already is. I mean, I have Game Pass on my phone. I don't play on my phone, but like 90% of titles are going to be mobile. I'm telling you. It's over, baby.
That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching.
Is that it?
Play up to 2 hours of Dragon's Dogma 2 during our limited
Never
time
been
free
big on
trial
Dragon's
campaign.
Dogma.
Save data from the trial can be transferred with
You know,
purchasing
again,
the full
I'm
version
like,
of the game.
the sword and sorcery
Venture
thing is
forth and
huge.
Get a taste of adventure.
I
set
just
within a
don't click
fantasy
with it.
world.
Like Skyrim, yes.
Now, moving on to Capcom Summer Sale.
Yeah, boy!
Dragon's Dogma 2 and Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy are on sale for the first time. Also check out Street Fighter 6, celebrating its first anniversary, Monster Hunter titles, and other popular Capcom games.
Exo Primal, I hear, is very good.
Be sure to check out the Monster Hunter.
I've really got to check out
Pack,
Monster Hunter.
available
I would
for a
probably
limited
like
time
that.
on
I've
Steam.
never played one. I own pretty much almost all of it.
Here are the titles.
I like the
pre-order now. Please
Kunitsu-Gami.
visit the official website.
That's an interesting title. Basically, it's folklore and Darkest Dungeon. It's like folklore and Darkest Dungeon with an Asian aesthetic.
And finally, don't forget to wishlist Monster Hunter Wilds, the latest title in the Monster Hunter series.
Boom. We good? Man, that was a tight little showcase, man. Beautiful. All right, we'll kill it. I'll be back later. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Classic. Peace.